Prepare for a long, hot summer of protests in Hong Kong. That's the warning from pro-democracy activist Joshua Wong. He's joined millions in taking to these streets since June in Hong Kong's largest and most violent protests in decades. But what started out as an angry response to a now suspended extradition bill has mutated into a much more complex series of demands for everything from greater democracy to keeping mainland tourists out of Hong Kong.
It's not the end game yet, and it's the infinity war or even infinity battle until 2047. So how can we uphold with the spirit and continue? I'm still optimistic.
The protesters have adopted a be water strategy, inspired by a maxim of the city's homegrown martial arts legend Bruce Lee, which encourages them to be flexible or formless. Some activists say it's a very different approach to the democracy demonstrations in 2014, when protesters occupied major roads in the city for 79 days. For one thing, it allows people to spread their message across districts, rather than confine rallies to a specific zone. The movement's fluidity also makes it difficult to police.
If we gather on street and set up the tents and occupy for 1 month, 2 months or 3 months, that's what we experienced 5 years ago. When you sleep on hardcore road, how could you have enough energy to have any storming action, no matter if you agree or disagree?
Activists are mobilizing supporters through a host of internet forums and messaging apps, and even taking out ads in international newspapers and petitioning diplomats to raise awareness among world leaders. It's all meant to complicate Beijing's diplomatic agenda.
It shows the collective decision-making process of activists and how they use Telegram, social media, online forum to have certain decision-making.
The next big protest is scheduled for Sunday, with plenty more demonstrations planned in the weeks to come.